Sure, how's it, everyone? My name is Kagiso Ngwenya, and this is the Travel Podcast. We are live right on our seventh episode, and this is episode 2 of the Kagiso Local Tourism Association experience. And of course, today I'm seated not alone, but I'm seated with a man named Ross the Whistler. Ross the Whistler, he is the owner of Sneaker Vash. Ross, how's it, my guy?
Mnandi wena.
On. I know we good, man. I think just to brief the guys, just to brief everyone who's tuning in this podcast and probably wondering why are we here, and what drove us to really come here. So today we're doing this tour, traveling around Kagiso, exploring the culture, and really just trying to find out, Tuguti, what are some of the experiences that we can experience. Obviously, I'm someone who comes from a totally different space. I'm not sure what to experience here, and I could think about a lot of travelers who are looking at this podcast and watching the previous episode. Listening to the Kagiso Tourism Association itself. Talking about how there needs to be a facilitation of people coming to this township. But I think I'm just going to ask you just snippets and a little bit of questions around Kagiso, where it comes from, and how do you relate to the township itself. But first, I just want you to introduce yourself and explain what is it that you do exactly.
Away.
For sure.
Fele mina Ross the Whistler Machimbosi mina hayi. Push sneaker vast ngayi. As you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Izaqala phela ngithi.
Yeah, for sure. So how long have you been around Kagiso? Did you grow up here or? Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, yeah. And for sure the streets were dusty then and all of those things. How do you describe your experience as a resident of Kagiso?
Mina kumnandi kodwa manje hayi.
Sure.
Ngeke sithi hayi. Vela ama experience ama ups and downs awekho izinto ezibaya vele siyazikhavata yekasi.
Yeah.
Support nana ishimele silwa ngithi yazi phela youth yamanje mfethu.
Yeah.
Kumele umarket phela ukuze bakubone phela labantu.
Yeah, sure.
Ama challenges abhayanyana mara siyalwela. Nanoma kunzima amajimbosi siyalwela.
Sure, for sure. I think for me, if there's anything that I'm interested in, right, it is to find a way in which in the tourism industry can bring about internationals, not only internationals, but people from different regions around Gauteng, people from different provinces around South Africa, people from different countries around Africa, and just inspire people to come and explore ICAS, interact with Abantu, but not just with interacting with Abantu, to also, in a way, to foster a way of coming to learn ICAS a little different. I mean, if you are a person who kulele Kagiso, when you go to a different kasi, even if it's Western Cape, if it's Entuzu, Magwamashu, when you get there, you find a totally different environment. But in all different environments, there's always that one thing, as connector, Abantu Basekas, What is that one thing that you look at Ekas and you say, Guti, this is one thing that makes me feel proud of coming from Ekas?
Ekasi ngathini ayizibhayi izinto engathi hayi vele ziyangiphakamisa.
Sure.
Ekasi ngoba ekasi mfethu siphusha izinto different.
Yeah.
Ama uthase ekasi ayaphusha mfethu fucked up. Ngathini ngacala wena kodwa phela mina ngiku-industry groove kakhulu yabo.
Yeah, sure.
Ngihlohle lapho kakhulu ngifakele khona kakhulu.
Away. Because I think one of the things that maybe I might need to highlight ukuthi eGauteng yonke mayiphelele, it's known as when it comes to tourism, tourism it's about abantu coming to travel different places. Obviously mophuma la eGauteng, Cape Town, abantu bafuna ukuyema beach, the KZN, bafuna those experiences. But when it comes to Gauteng and how Tina is Gauteng, we market and promote Gauteng outside, for abantu to visit Gauteng. It's that thing, your lifestyle, it's that thing, your culture, it's that thing you grow, it's that thing of music. For sure. But then when it comes to Kagiso, I've only been told about jazz. I'm not sure about the lifestyle, the culture when it comes to Amagrove. Like in our experience, can you take me through your weekend nje. How is your weekend more like Kagiso? What do you do?
Hayi weekend ngathi ngiyenzana. Ngiyaphusha mina ngeweekend ngila eSpani.
Sure.
Yeah, mangiceda ngeSpani obviously ngiyaziprepare mina ngihost.
Sure, yeah.
Siyowa.
Yeah.
Feeling ngiyaphusha different places, boma Flamingo wena le joint wena Gravity. But most of the time yazi siyaphuma ka ungekazi.
For sure, for sure.
Le emanzimvilo.
Hey. But then I'm more interested in go Flamingo, the joint, and this other one you mentioned. Like, what's different with those three places?
Bayapusha lifestyle kawo izinto into different ngathini i-treatment yangithola i-treatment zendawo azifana ngitho yazi
Yeah.
experience izinto ezingafani
Ehlukile, sure.
Yeah, mangise Gravity hayi i-treatment nawe uyayibona kawaii top class.
Sure.
Yazi uyalandeliwa nawe ubani ongafuna ukulandeliwa kawo aseviwa ahlale estyle. Ngithola mawuseviwe uhlale estyle phela imfethu ama-points nyana phela mohamba nomuntu.
Sure.
Le ndawo lezi ezinye
Zisaqala nyana,
ziyakhuphuka mara yabo.
Sure. Also you would say ukuthi is it Gravity? At Gravity there's better experience. There's better experience in a sense ukuthi mangiyekhona, like I'm not a local, but I find someone who's serve fast to make sure ukuthi ngirelaxile. I feel at home, yeah.
Ngithi yazi thina ish sifuna i-treatment especial.
Kanti usaving you
mayiphethe yonke ama-weight akam.
Sure.
Indawo yabona indawo mayishaya ngama-proper planning nani.
Yeah, sure.
Nawe mfethu uyayibona i-service abayideliver ngayo ukuthi
sure
le yasatisfy yabo. Manje ngikhuluma ngendawo yokuthi manje ngongaya once uzofuna ukubuyela futhi.
For sure, because of the service and it,
treatment yonke into i-vibe.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I think if going into A1 that sort of always bring ikase down, that thing ye service yabo. Ukuthi umuntu uyavaya uyikaseli, so aka experience indawo eziyi3 akazi nokuthi kunendawo bathi kuse the joint, kuse Flamingo, you know. And it becomes a problem because manje umuntu uzendaweni e1 and then tholi i-bad treatment, i-bad service from leyo ndawo bese aphelela lapha athi no angisali
lapho mela explore.
For sure.
Ahlangana nathi abantu abafana nabo Rose.
For sure. Yeah. So I think when as a promoter, you're promoting events, I think that's one of the things you do. So you're one person who has a a bit more than someone who just goes to those places to consume experience. But manje Kagiso like this association, Kagiso Local Tourism Association, which their role is to promote Indao, is to promote tourism and everything. What are some of the things, if you were to advise them, when it comes to an establishment, what is one thing that you think you about advise Pegane, but if you can go to that establishment, the Flamingo, go to at the joint. These are some of the things in you guys need to push to make sure these places at the end of the day they don't chase abantu away, but they contribute to abantu bahlale like us. Because umuntu mahlale like us okay for 3 days, they can come leave their shoes, like sneaker verse, wash their shoes and create that collaboration and all of those things. Ngaba advisor kanjani if you can do it?
Ngaba advisor kanjani wena Hotman? And mina mengekho sure ukuthi ne-tourism yeseyafika lapho emagugu.
Sure, yeah.
Manje ngizwa ngawe angithola wena Hotman lapho.
Yeah.
Mina advise yami ukuthi mabazi bazo explore yamthola. Bathole connection emnandi. Obvious wena ngabahlanganisa mina ngizaba manager. Kube yimi engibayisayo la.
Yeah.
Dana.
Sure.
Ngithola ngeke ngibayise la endaweni eyi1, let's say the joint phela.
Yeah.
At least masingaye the joint namhlanje kusasa at least explore enye indawo.
Another section, sure.
Ngithola at least now bakhona compare.
Yeah. But manje masiya kule ndawo lezi sifuna le treatment ukuthi kube nasamana ozosilandela, from the point masingena ngomnyango, that person make sure ukuthi these guys get their drinks ready, all of those things, because sometimes we can see different, you have these anxieties ukuthi angazi umuntu la balance kanjani, and ithatha isikhathi ukuthi adjust usolo so java ne crowd
mara mophethe izinto ezifana nobohosa
for sure
sokufaka thina Awuyazi uma umuntu mfethu esivele ku-awkward nyana uma ustart
Sure.
mara uma sobambenyana ama-drinks ayifiyunyana ambalo
Sure.
nawe uyizwa nawe
To feel a bit
ipiyano phela yazi nawe efikile kunokuthi ungafika endaweni bese yakudlalwa le ngomanyana uyithandayo.
For sure.
Yangithola
Yeah.
mama.
So I think this also goes out to Kagiso Local Tourism Association, yabo. Ukuthi they need to collaborate and partner with people like Abogos, yabo. Because you guys are used to this culture, you know, you're used to the music culture, the dance culture, food, and one thing
selling culture.
And and then one thing that is key, if we are to invite some tourists to come as a Kagiso, it would be good if those tourists bathola wena, and then when you're the one obaniki experience bathola nawe, because you are literally that person who bridge a low gap. They must feel comfortable, they must feel at home and all of those things.
Sure. Lapho 100% angalwela la.
Yeah, for sure.
Ngamake sure ukuthi nabo babamjojo yabo experience izinto ezimnandi ngegasi lethu. Phela ke umuntu ongafuna ukubonisa abantu abangale ukuthi yazi isidume ngani lapha emakazini.
For sure. Yeah, because that's one thing about creating experiences, yabo.
Yeah.
Because in creating experiences, you want umuntu uthi noma afike endlini acabanga ukuthi ngingaya kule ndawo leya bathi kuseKagiso. Ngahlangana nabantu abakhona. Sure. Apa no, thank you so much, Ross. I think if there's one thing engifundile just about product tag and how you talk about ikas, yabo. You're one person who passionate about ikas, and this can only mean ukuthi obviously industry tourism akusiwonke umuntu oyaziyo grand ukuthi isebenza kanjani and all those things, but you guys
at least ukhona ukreach out yabo.
For sure
usibonise lapho singakhona ukufika khona.
Yeah,
asibone.
But then I think for umuntu waseKasi, when you understand iKasi a way lot better than anyone else, yabo. So there needs to be collaboration between wena and Lama Association, yabo. So I think if you can have partnership anjalo angakunceda na ukuthi ukhulume nabantu aba-own guest houses, yabo. Ukuthi makunabantu ababhukhile and they have dirty sneakers, when you can actually partner with guest houses with the kind of work that you do, yabo. Because also it stretches far and beyond just the sneakers, and also the local culture and taking tourism. Umuntu makazolala guest house nekanje, you make sure ukuthi ingcathulo zabo, you know, they get proper. Sure, if you're going today and they're going to stay for maybe 3 days, you can take the shoes, wash the shoes, but also making sure those shoes are ready for Saturday, because Saturday is yawa zaphohlo. Sure. Yeah. And ukuthi icathulo siwasheke fast. For sure. Because also, you know, it's a challenge, because umuntu uyazwakala uzana icathulo ezingcolile nicabanga ukuthi shiyazini athi ngazigcoke nokuzigcoka athi ngiyothenga icathulo ezinje, kanti that money they're supposed to convert it. And bayinika wena basothi out. How long does it take for a shoe to dry?
3 hours.
3 hours?
Yeah. Ngisiwashile nje.
3 hours? Abafithi no.
Ngiyakutshela.
Yes. But yeah, no. I think it's fine, man. Is there anything that maybe you'd want to say to sell your business to a tourist, maybe umuntu osempumalanga or KZN, obukele this show right now? Is there anything that you'd want to advise them, yabo? Ukuthi mabaze Kagiso, what can they do to make sure ukuthi ingcathulo zabo zifresh, bangakuthola kanjani and all those things?
Mina bangithola obvious kuma social media.
Sure.
Or kuma call system.
Sure.
Ngabagama number, ngabagama lentuzana.
Sure.
Yeah, everything is khona konke kawo.
Sure. I think what's your page ku Facebook?
Ku Facebook for now ngisasebenzisa page yami
Sure.
A specific page.
Oh, sure, using your own personal profile.
Yeah.
Sure, but then they can search your personal profile.
Yeah, bangayisearch yona Thierry.
Sure.
Ngithola lapho naku Instagram khona lapho Thierry960.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I think if you guys want to check out some of the, you know, weekend cultures. I think I've checked your page out. Your page is very nice. When I looked at your page, I thought, yeah, this is one person who understands the culture as a class, who understands the culture of music, who understands the culture of dance. So if you definitely want to reserve yourself a booking around the Kagiso local tourism municipality itself, do make sure to follow Ross to make sure go to Rick Ross sort you out, with the shoes, but also sort you out with the fun and engagement in our weekend. So that's it from my side. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Njayami. Thank you so much, Njayami.
Number one phela lapho.
Yeah, for sure. And also ngizowabhala lapho.
bookings.
Yeah, sure.
Mele baze explore.
Yeah, for sure. So I think it also goes back to the tour guiding. When you want to visit the township, it's preferable to you find someone who's quite clued up about ICAS, so that they make sure you become as comfortable as you can. And Ross is one of those guys who are clued up about the Kagiso Township itself. But yeah, we can just give them your number, but also nathi soyifaka lapha phansi.
Noyifaka lapho.
For sure.
Yazi labantu hayi baslow agreement ngcono bafake.
For sure. No, thank you so much, guys. That's it from our side. We are going to shoot more episodes. We're just going to shoot, our snippets that we are going to mix together. And those snippets will form part of, a larger part or segment of research that's going to showcase what Kagiso is all about. So thank you so much. That's it from my side. My name is Kagiso Ngwenya. Cheers.
Busy sister. Ndidzi Mikey. Ndidzi Mikey ngawo. Hayo. Ndidzi Mikey.
Ayo popular yekazi.
Ngafake batakuvalelisa.